Cancer. This will be your video for April 1st through the 10th. So we're going to take a look at love first, and then we will look at singles, and then also work and career. So we'll get started and take a look at love first for the sign of Cancer. See what's going on for Cancers out there. Love. Cancer and the person they are dealing with in love, please. Cancer and the person they are dealing with in love. Very clear, highest good messages for Cancers out there regarding their relationships in love. Both partners, please. Okay. All right. One more. Nope. One more. Yeah, okay. All right. We're good. All right. Okay. So we have the Empress card. Okay. We have the Chariot card, your card. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Two of Swords. We have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Sun card. Okay. We have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So definitely could be dealing with a Leo since we have the Sun card and the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck, but not necessarily. So let's see. What we have going on here? So So I see, I think the Queen of Wands is you, even though it's not, you know, cups. But it's under your card, and I feel like there's a lot of really knowing what you want here in the center of the reading. Like, just, I don't, the thing is, though, I feel like you're a little bit separate from who you are dealing with in love. But I feel like you have a very strong, like, knowing of that, if you will, and it's like an acceptance almost. Because I feel like your partner really isn't showing up in this reading, is kind of like what I'm seeing. And I feel like it's like, because this Chariot card to me is extremely spiritual card. All right, in its portrayal, because it's just one horse. There's not two horses. There's nobody wrangling like the duality of life or, you know, anything like that. It's a lotus flower, which speaks to me of the Lotus Sutras, you know, the heart center, and it's like cosmic. You know, there's like it's just very cosmic to me and very spiritual. And then we have this Queen of Wands sitting, looking straight on, you know, and in her power and holding her passion, and, you know, and just kind of owning it. I don't know. That's kind of what I see here. Honestly, I don't see too much about your partner. So, I get the sense with this, and, you know, this is supposed to be like a weekly reading, but mine kind of never are. Okay. I always kind of see like deeper pictures of things. And I get the sense that with this person, like, you've tried a lot of things, you know, and now it's just sort of like you're kind of detached from that, and you're just kind of you know, you're on like this kind of like maybe spiritual path, and that's kind of what's important to you right now. I feel like you tried a lot of things in the past. Um, like, very, like, you know, you tried to be like kind of like a temptress, and, you know, that sort of thing. Maybe even tried some kind of weird things, you know, with this Page of Cups. This Page of Cups is a little odd, you know, it's not the cute little innocent page holding the cup. You know, it's like this woman that's like half naked with two men, right? And they're like really indulging in like emotion and all that kind of stuff, right? It's very fantasy-esque. But I get the sense like these are all things that you have done in your relationship with this person over time, you know, and I don't, you know, I'm not saying you've had a threesome or whatever, you know, I don't know, whatever, that's your business, you know, but it's like that kind of vibe, you know, like, you know, maybe something very indulgent or something like that. And then, you know, we have this Empress card where it's like this very temptress, you know, type look, you know, to me, it always it seems to me like she has like kind of like lingerie on her, like a bustier, and she's just sort of like kind of tempting, And then we have this Two of Swords, which is a little bit more kick ass, and also though a little bit of temptress element to it as well. But the thing is, it's like I feel like you're not doing any of that, and you are just like being your spiritual self, and that's going to be enough, And if it isn't, oh well, that's kind of what I see here. I see like this like maturity and this just I don't know. I don't see your partner at that much in this reading. So this is probably maybe because it's about a week of you kind of you're having a lot of realizations about that sort of thing, of just, this works to a certain level, the temptress thing, this works to it, the experimental thing works to a certain level. This other kind of, I don't know. When I say kick ass, I mean, it is kind of like, little ultimatum-ish, that kind of thing. Like, all right, you want this, then do that, like that, maybe try that kind of route, they like all these different things. But like right in the center is just and you're comfortable with it. And I feel like it's like this kind of revelation for you. And you have the Sun card. And the Sun card just kind of seems separate from all of this other stuff. That's why I think it's like a rebirth, and it's happiness. It's feeling this sort of enlightenment and joy and that sort of thing. I mean, it can sometimes too, with this Sun card, because there's a baby strapped to, this person. So, I mean, it could indicate, like, maybe there's a birth coming or something like that. Maybe, if you yourself aren't, pregnant of that age or something, it could be somebody like a daughter or something like that in the family. That's possible. And that makes you really happy. That could be. But I think it's more of like a rebirth type card of just like an explosion of sort of something that really makes you happy. And if you do happen to be coupled with a Leo, then that brings you happiness too, and then maybe that's your partner showing up at that point. So that's good. But with this Six of Wands, I almost tend to think that it's not so much about Leo. I think it's just it's like that energy of the sun and the boldness and the joy and the strength and all those types of things, and the self-empowerment and standing up above the crowd and separating yourself from everyone else, and in not an egoistic way, in a commanding way and a way of wisdom. They have like this, I think it's an owl. I don't know what it is. It's something. It's something cool. Maybe it's a hawk. I'm not sure. But, it just feels like this like empowerment card to me. So honestly, I don't really see anything like tumultuous going on here with love or anything like that. It's probably just a week about more kind of you and your developments is what I feel. And that doesn't mean that your partner is secondary or not important or any of those things. It's just that, sometimes it's not all about the coupleship. Sometimes it's just about a person, and that's kind of what I'm seeing here. So, okay, so let's move on to single cancers and see what's going on there. Single cancers. Okay, single cancers. Single cancers for April 1st through 10th. First through 10th for single cancers, please. Single cancers. All right. Almost. Single cancers. Okay, so we have the Empress card. We have the Seven of Coin. And we have the Chariot card. That's funny. Because this is a different deck, and a couple of those cards came out in the love reading. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, But the Hermit is trying to shine the light on the Sun card. So, of like rebirth and being happy and those types of things. So, with the Empress card, I mean, it is a card of pregnancy. I don't know. I mean, it's a singles reading. I don't know. Maybe, there could be something to that. But if not, I think it's just, it's more of, just sort of, doing a lot of work the way I see this is that this could be someone who has done a lot of work on the outer self, okay, like beauty wise, but the inner part is coming now, and that's a little more difficult. That's kind of what I see, because I feel like this is like someone who is like gearing up for a partner. They've like, you've decided, okay, I've been like hiding out long enough, and I do want to meet somebody, I do want to have a relationship, that sort of thing. And the Empress, she does, just fine, by herself and all those types of things. But she is a card of beauty to me. But for some reason, I'm seeing this as outer beauty only. For some reason, like working on outer beauty, like like working on the nails, working on the body, the all that kind of stuff, and then, and not in a shallow way. I'm not saying it's like shallow. I just mean like that's kind of like, I see like that was maybe the first part of things, but now like I think that the inner work is coming, and I think that like you're working really hard on that, is what I feel. Like you're working on the inward you and the beauty, that needs to kind of match, all that, to be the whole package kind of thing. And I think it's a little exhausting, but you're doing like a lot of introspection, a lot of work, weeding out a lot of stuff that doesn't need to be, carried on you anymore. Okay, lightening yourself up from the inside as well. Lots of change, spiritual change is kind of what I see going on here. And you have the Chariot card. You have two sevens in your reading. Two sevens are very good. It's a very good, like, uh, kind of good luck type of energy. Okay. So, with the Chariot card, which is your card to boot, I do feel like, you are going to be victorious in this way. Like you're going to have a really good understanding of yourself, because the Chariot is about reining in like two different energies and maintaining control, right? So these are the two different energies, the inner work and the outer work. And I feel like you're doing it, and you've done it. Maybe this is the week you kind of really do it. That could be too. But either way, it's like I just feel like it's that's what's going on, because most likely as a Cancer, because you guys have innate wisdom, that to attract the relationship that you want, it's not just about outer beauty. It's about kind of just beauty in general, from whatever form that takes, because like attracts like, and so forth. So it's like you have a grasp on that. And if you don't want to attract the same old type of person that didn't work out before, then you realize that it's about working on your vibration, your level, your all those types of things, to be the person that you would want to receive. Right? That's what I feel is going on there. So there is a little bit though of fear in this, but that's to be expected, and that's it's kind of a common card. But just keep moving forward, because the Hermit, I think, is urging you on, and telling you, just keep doing what you're doing, use your wisdom here, and there's a rebirth that needs to happen within you, to find your happiness. So just keep doing what you're doing. I feel you will be victorious. There might be like a little bit of fear and things like that creep in, maybe like mid-month or something. But the Hermit is like urging you, to no, just keep aiming towards happiness, aiming towards like a rebirth of self and all of that. Okay. So, well, pretty cosmic messages for Cancer this month, or this week, I should say. Probably this month too, but okay. Let's see, work and career. Work and career type of reading for Cancer. Finances, whatever comes up here for Cancer. Cancer, please. Cancer, work and career, please. Work and career for Cancers. Work and career. Show me right now the circumstances going on around them. People may regarding Cancer and their finances and work career. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Seven of Coin and Judgment, and we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So something is turning and changing, some sort of victory, some sort of offer, some sort of something going on here. All right. So definitely some good cards at the bottom of the deck. All right. But you have to fight for it. You got to stay on top of things, definitely, and keep being courageous. Okay, so kind of currently right now, like the energy that you have, there could have been some sort of communication, some sort of travel, some sort of information that's come across to you right now that is like you feel a little like scared about, or you feel a little trapped by. It could be like an extra workload. It could be as simple as that, or it could be you don't want to travel, or it could be that it could be a message you sent out and like you're like, shouldn't have sent that out. It could be that, but there's like a little bit of fear or entrapment like attached to it of the messages and communications that are coming in. It's kind of making you feel like just sort of trapped and not wanting to deal with it and not wanting to move forward and kind of pretending it didn't exist. All right, but it does exist, kind of thing. That's usually like what that kind of energy is. So so you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So it could be that like the message could be something like that maybe you have to like train someone like young, and like it's like that message you just don't want to hear and you feel trapped because you have 50 million things to do already. It could be something like that. I don't know. There's a little apprenticeship vibe here with the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. It could be too messages coming in that like you have to take like a specialty test or like renew something or like some sort of something that you have to study for. It could be and this could be coming down from possibly like a female boss perhaps. Whatever it is, it's like it seems to have something to do with like studying something else or again like possibly dealing with somebody younger in like an apprenticeship level where you have to like kind of show them things. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting here from this. I mean, it could be too like if you're a little bit younger watching this, which I doubt it, but if you are, like this is just somebody like a boss like kind of urging you into like a new direction that you're kind of not familiar with and you feel a little trapped. But with the Seven of Coin and the Judgment card, I feel like the people around you are kind of exhausted and not really putting in much effort. But the thing is, that's really quick to judge, because it's like sometimes like we judge people, at that, like, we go to a job and we see somebody like really kind of not putting in much effort or sort of half-assed effort and we just kind of like make a judgment about that person like, oh, they're lazy or oh, they obviously don't like to work too hard or blah blah blah, that kind of thing. I think this is urging you not to make a judgment about somebody that may appear that way because generally this card is somebody who does work. They've like worked a lot. But the thing is, they didn't see the payoff. They didn't really see the reward. So it's like they don't put the efforts in that they used to because it's like, why should they? They never kind of really, got compensated anyway, or they didn't really get noticed, or they didn't get moved up, or what have you. So I feel like judgment is like important for some reason about a particular coworker around you. That like don't judge things too fast, about someone because there might be a reason why they're doing things half-assed or and I'm not saying that's an excuse or anything. I mean, because quite frankly I feel like if you can't put in the quality work that you should, then you're probably in the wrong job, right? But I still feel though that there's more to this story than meets the eye. So, just be careful not to pass too harsh a judgment on someone. I feel like a coworker. Um, Now you do have the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is like kind of staying on top of things, keeping on top of things. It's also standing up for yourself when need be, because I do feel like you feel a little trapped here. And like if they like stuck like you in like training somebody or something like that, or having to go teach a course or even or go study for some other like thing, and you've already got your plate full, then let them know. Say, well, okay, but you do realize that I have to do this, that, and then that, go ahead and stand up for yourself. I think that's fine, and that may need to happen. Also, it's a little bit of a sense of being defensive. Also, so there might be a reason to be a little bit, be on the defense for some reason. I don't really feel attacking energy coming towards you, but that it could be a little bit of that for some reason. Or this could be you being sort of like blocking someone. It could be this coworker because like you might you might judge them in a different way, so you could be like blocking them and like not helping them and not um, that kind of thing. But again, I think there's more to this story, so I would definitely like kind of keep an open mind in that situation. So really, I don't see anything too earth-shattering going on right now. I mean, if you're looking for a job, we do have the Page of Pentacles. That could be some sort of offer coming in. Um, but other than that, I don't see anything too, earth-shattering happening. So, I mean, it's just kind of a little bit of probably just some sort of something coming in, communication coming in that you're just like, oh, just feel a little bit uh, trapped by. That's kind of what I see, but that's probably a normal week, right? Okay. So, and we do have a Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. So I do feel like, something is like coming soon from this that might be like a benefit or like, something good coming from this down the road. So we'll look out for that in like the next week's reading. So Cancer, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, as usual, all I ask is that maybe you could just leave a little emoji or a hi or something like that in the comment box, because that really kind of helps my YouTube status if they see activity being placed on my videos. So, and also I ask that you have a fantastic 10 days, okay, 1st through the 10th. I'm going to do 3 readings a month from now instead of just doing quadrant readings. So, okay, guys, and thanks, and we'll see you soon. All right, bye.